Universal Interactive presents a turbocharged extravaganza by Vicarious Visions. Brace yourself for Crash Nitro Kart!
Hello and welcome to today's live stream. As you've just heard, I'm going to be playing Crash Nitro Kart for the PlayStation 2. Just like with Tekken 4, I am emulating this using PCSX2, I think it's called. So let's not waste any time. I have recently played Crash Team Racing through a different emulator for the PlayStation 1. I now have Duck Station, so I will be replaying that game at some point. But I thought I'll just go on to the next one, which, let's be honest, isn't as good in terms of the controls, but visually it definitely is a lot nicer. I'm hoping that the audio levels are still spot on, because yesterday I had somebody in the chat and they were really helpful with all of that stuff. So anyway, getting onto the adventure and a new one. This time around you're in teams, kind of, which is different from Crash Team Racing, funny enough. I don't particularly want to play as the Crash Team because I don't like the third character, which I think is Crunch Bandicoot. I could be wrong, but anyway, the voice acting for Team Cortex is much better anyway, so that's the team that I'm going to pick. One moment while I just check something. Yeah, so after my live stream yesterday, I've seen that CMDR Tinkerbell, they followed. I didn't get the notification on the live stream for some reason, and I've found out since that Streamlabs, the notifications are completely down, which really sucks because I think all of my stuff goes through that. So I may have to switch to what was it called? Steam Elements, I think. It was something like that. Which would mean that my donation link would change. But even though I might not get the notifications through Streamlabs, the donation link does work. The follow thing should work as well. Let me just test it, because it does seem to work when I'm not live and I'm just testing it. So bear with me for one moment. Yeah, see, the test thing works, but for some reason when somebody actually does follow, or if they were to ever donate, it doesn't seem to work. So let's just see if the donation one does work. Yeah, see, that's fine too. So I don't know why it's working with that, but not like when it's an actual one. Weird. Anyway, that's all I was wanting to test. Right, let me get back into actually playing the game. So my plan is, with this, to play this, and then tomorrow I'll go into Tekken 5, I think, because I just really want to play fighting games right now. Well, and kart races, funny enough. So, let's see. My full name isn't going to fit on here, so LRR and 6. I have played this just last night to kind of give it a test run. I'm hoping that the game doesn't get muted because of the story, but I have to let it play through.
I would hardly call these games a challenge. We'll win easily.
It is decided. You will race across 4 worlds of my choosing. And if you should win each world's key, you will earn a chance to race the Galactic Champion for your freedom. To give you a fighting chance, I even modified your Earthling vehicles. Now, on to the first world, Terra!
I should play this as both teams, so at some point I will do it as Team Crash, but I just much prefer, I guess, the evil team.
You will have to race in order to win the Galaxy Circuit and save Earth for us to conquer. To compete in a race, drive onto a warp pad with a vortex on it. Finish the race in first place to win a trophy. Collect trophies to create additional vortexes to more tracks. Drive fast and don't fail me.
Thankfully, it's all the same controls.
A warp pad is your gateway to a race. To compete in a race, drive onto a warp pad with a vortex on it and you will be transported to a track. Finish the race in first place to win a trophy. Collect trophies to create vortexes to other tracks.
Just in case nobody knew how to play this game, like, just let me drive onto the warp pads, Jesus. Okay, so because you're in teams this time round, which I still think it's odd that Crash Team Racing, you're not in teams, but this one you are. Anyway, you've got a team of 3. So, in different races, you can be different characters with different stats, which you would think would change the gameplay, but because of the controls, it really doesn't. See, in Crash Team Racing, Cortex was like full everything, where now he's like a little bit different. I'd still say he's the most balanced, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna play as him for most of the time. I must say, even though this is PlayStation 2, it really is a huge upgrade over the Crash Team Racing in terms of the graphical look, but Crash Team Racing has the much better controls.
Move out, you spruce goose!
You will never best me.
Oh, I am not used to these controls at all. See, with Crash Team Racing, this kind of track would be so tight. Like, this feels like a carbon copy track of Crash Cove. Is it? At least I think that's what it was called. The one with the pirate ship in it.
Make way for Earth's finest.
I'm not doing too bad. I'm in second. Oop, there we go. First, awesome. I just need to keep that lead now. And not get hit by anything or crash or anything. My god, have I finally got a handle on the controls. That felt so much more floaty than in Crash Team Racing.
Excellent! You win a trophy! If you hop off a jump, you'll get a boost when you land. The longer you are in the air, the larger your boost will be!
Very much the same as Crash Team Racing. Okay, I need to find the next warp pad now. Voila! And I've just noticed there is no map on the screen. In Crash Team Racing there was always like a small map in one of the corners. So how are you supposed to find the warpads? Like I know that they get harder to find as you go, so that's gonna be fun to try and find. That's another thing as well. With Crash Team Racing, when you did that boost at the start, it actually felt like you got a bit of a boost. This time, it really didn't. I do like some of the newer weapons, like that tornado that I've just used. Ah, no. Really? See what I mean about the floaty controls? There's no way that would have happened on Crash Team Racing.
Make way for Earth's finest.
So I think I've made it for lost time.
Out of my way.
Well, at least that means I'm getting the good weapons.
The doctor is in.
They do seem to repeat themselves quite a lot. The in-game dialogue, definitely, there isn't much of it.
The race is mine.
Oh, I definitely needed that.
The P to 8 S to S.
Oh, that hurt my hand. I was that focused on it. Wow, I actually beat one of my own teammates. You would think because we're in teams, like, if any three of us got first place, it would still count. But no, it has to be me that wins.
Turn. Your cart will slow down. To avoid slowing down, start a power slide by pressing and holding the hop button while turning. The power slide ends if your cart hits anything or goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I've already did the power slide. Why are you telling me about it now? That's what it means by the power slide. It's easier to do that to turn, especially in this game. Really? Tiny Temple in this game too? Well, I guess I have to be tiny then, don't I? I'm sure there was a tiny temple in Crash Team Racing. And this is supposed to be not on Earth, this one. So, yeah, weird. See, I just got the boost there, but it just didn't do anything really. As opposed to this one. Oh man, I can't believe that.
No peeking yet.
How did I just pick up 4 Wampa Fruit without actually hitting anything? It must share with your teammate. Tiny's dialogue is so... Ugh. It was even bad in the original game that he was in.
I'm on your 6.
Oh, crap.
You will never best me.
I don't need to pass you. You're on my team, you dipshit.
The doctor is in. Here comes Tiny.
Oh, I'm so glad that's not the final lap.
Look at me! I'm tiny!
Nice, I'm in first place. How did I manage to avoid that?
Tiny fly!
Nice. I wonder if I would have won that if I was playing as anybody else. Oh well, I'll have to wait until I do it as the good team to find out.
You've collected 3 trophies, a promising start. Now you must face Terra's champion. Kronk.
Really? Already? I thought it was 4 tracks.
Kronk's speed is only matched by his cunning on the track.
They will race me? They look slow. Send them back.
But Kronk, they're from a planet just like yours. It's called Earth.
Earth! I have heard of this planet. It is a copy of my Terra. I will race them and show them who has better planet.
See? This is not supposed to be Earth. Why is Tiny got his own track? It doesn't make sense.
Excellent! You win a trophy! While in a power slide, the boost gauge will appear. When the gauge goes from green to red, the exhaust on your cart will turn black. Press the boost button to get a boost before the gauge expires.
You already told me about that before. Okay, now I've got to find the boss, I guess. Right there. Awesome. I fully expected to not win the first go around. So yeah, sure, let's be him, seeing as though I've not been him yet. And we've not heard his dialogue, which I'm pretty sure is going to be really annoying. Considering he's like the Phantom of the Opera looking type thing.
Can you feel the heat? Can you feel it?
See, it could have told me to do that, but no, it didn't.
Go the other way!
I wasn't even holding onto the controller when I spun out. I just need to get ahead of him to get rid of all of those things that he keeps lying on. Just like in the original game. But the controls are just not as tight, which really shows. Great, he's just slapped me. I bet that's what that means.
Can you feel it? Hey, go for the road!
Well, I didn't stand a chance after it took me a minute to do that first lap. Jesus. Well, if I retry, will it be with the same character or will it make me change? I don't know, so I'm going to exit and then go back in. Since I've done this track once with Cortex, I should be fine with it, even though this time I've got those weird spiky things that I've got to avoid. Look, why is my game broken? This is what I get for emulating it. Well, I'm not gonna win now. Let's retry. See, you get the boost, but it knocks you out. They're like totally not on the same line at all. I wish that tornado would actually suck up the weird spiky bomb things and not just affect the player. Did I actually hit him? I think I did. I have noticed if I get the X, I tend to get 3 of whatever the weapon is. Nice. I finally got in the first place. Oh, and I've got a whole lap that I've got to keep this position.
I will pass you soon.
No, you won't.
I will stop giving you easy time now.
Phew. That only took me 2 tries. Well, 3 if you count that glitch. That's impressive.
All too easy. Tiny's planet #1. Key makes you champion of Terra. Also opens all world gates on my planet. Just do not make trouble.
Trouble? I won't make trouble. At least not until I've conquered my planet first.
Crunk. Leave my sight. You did well, but you're nowhere close to winning the circuit yet. On to the second world, Baron.
Whoever does the voice acting for that, like, final boss guy, really good.
Perfect! You've won a key! Excellent! You have activated this world gate. Enter the gate to travel to a new world, where you will find additional tracks to compete in. Victory will be ours!
One thing that I do like about this game over Crash Team Racing is the autosave type thing that's just come up, rather than having to go to a load save screen. Well, I might as well go on this one, seeing as though it's the first one right here. I'm not sure what this track is, so I don't know which one of these I'm supposed to use. It's ice, so speed's definitely out. Yeah, I think I'll stick with him. I seem to be doing pretty well with Cortex.
Make way for Earth's finest.
See, the slippy controls works for the ice and snow ones. Like, it feels right, but for the rest of it, oh, come on. I have to try and get that ramp next time. Thanks for crashing into me.
I'm working up an appetite.
Tiny win race now. I'm on your 6.
What does that even mean?
Right to the taking.
I have just noticed I got a weapon without actually crashing into the box, so it must go off of your teammate as well. Oh, that was perfect timing.
Try again.
I'm actually surprised I did that. First go as well. Wow. I'm wondering if you win this.
Excellent! You win a trophy!
Hang on, let him talk.
After performing a slide boost, the boost gauge will begin to fill up again. When it turns red, hit the boost button to get another more powerful boost. 3 slide boosts in a row make a slide boost combo, which will give you maximum speed.
Which I got 3 boosts in that last race. Why are you telling me this stuff late? Okay, yeah, so as I was saying, what was I saying? I have no idea. It's gone. Never mind.
You do not have...
I'm just looking for the next track. Sure, I'll just stick with him. It seems to be working well. I can't believe I've been playing this for 40 minutes. That's quite a long time for me. I mean, I know it's not in terms of gameplay, but like, because of cerebral palsy, it hurts my hands after so long, so yeah, that's kind of impressive for me that I've been playing this game for quite as long as I have. I guess I'm finally getting used to the floaty-ish controls.
The doctor is in.
Oh crap! Was not expecting that.
Oh my! The doctor is in.
I get the feeling that this would have been my character's track if it was like on Earth which is weird to me that the crash is actually from Earth, but hey.
I'm on your six.
Crap. Well, at least I'm only in 4th.
Make way for Earth's finest.
I have noticed with the shield thing, you can't fire it like you could in the other game, which is a bit of a shame. But everything else about it is fine. Like, it's exactly the same. Oh, come on.
Get back in there!
Of course, I'm like in last place now.
You will never best me. Oh my! Out of my way! Oh, the wind in my hair.
Not gonna win. Oh, I thought that was the final lap, and it isn't. And of course, I'm back in 8th place. I could really do with like boosts constantly. What did I even crash into there?
Oh my! Oh, the wind in my hair. The doctor is in.
I like how he says the wind in his hair. You're in last place, like you couldn't do much worse.
Oh my!
I got 4 boosts and I'm only in 7th. That is really not good.
Let's shake me, huh?
Ah, yeah, I am definitely going to be in last place for this one. If I didn't crash there, I would have just got 7th. Oh well, at least I know the track now. I got the boost, why did it not do anything?
Out of my way! The doctor is in. You will never best me.
I'm right behind you. Kidding.
How am I like so
Make way for
bad at
Earth's
this?
finest.
I'm on 6th place. Oh, I managed to get to 2nd. Briefly in first. Nice.
Are you looking at me? Who are you looking at?
I'm on your six.
Try pressing your gas pedal.
How did I manage to get into 1st place there? Seriously. Oh, and of course now I'm in 2nd. Oh, I'm back in the 1st. Nice. And I thought that was the last lap, and it's not. I do that so often.
You will never best me.
Ah,
Don't fail me.
too late. If I didn't do that, I would have won that.
The doctor is in.
Watch it! You hit your teammate.
I don't care. I lost. Oh, that's going up as a clip, that's for sure.
The race is mine.
Like taking candy from a baby.
The key to the 8 is
Catch me if you can.
The race is mine. Out of my way! The doctor is in. The race is mine.
I'm ahead. I'm ahead. Dango, dango, dango.
The doctor is
Boy, am I glad that I had that.
Make way for Earth's finest.
Again!
Don't fail
That
me.
same bit.
Hold still. I want to try something.
Yes,
Ugh.
that hurt.
Well, I'm glad that's not the final lap.
The doctor is in. You will never best me.
There's no car behind you. Honest.
Advantage. Make way for Earth's finest. Make way for Earth's finest.
Oh, come on.
The doctor is in.
Second. Okay, one more go.
I'm on a roll.
Make way for Earth's finest. You will never best me.
You make me laugh.
The doctor is in.
Nearly didn't land it. I hate that jump.
Right behind you! Are you looking at me? Who are you looking at?
The race is mine. Oh, the wind in my hair. Oh, the wind in my hair. I'm on your six. Yee-haw!
Okay, I'm in second. That's not too bad. One lap. That's all I've got to do.
Out of my way! You will never
Slippy controls, man. Swear. Nice. Maybe I'll actually win this time. I've got 3 missiles and I'll probably never get to use them. Typical. I lined it up perfectly. I managed to get the X crate to get the 3. Oh well, at least I won. I'd like to at least get to the second boss today. Which would mean 2 more tracks, I think. If it's the same as the previous world. It's a shame that the less the amount of tracks.
After a boost combo, the boost counter will appear. It will count any additional boost until your cart returns to normal speed. With enough practice, you can maintain boost speed for an entire race.
Interesting that it's telling me that, but it's not told me how to jump yet. And yet I've had to use that way more times. Deep sea diving. It's an underwater level, which means you're going to be on a load of glass. Yeah, sure, I'll just stick with him. He seems to be the all-rounder. Even though his speed is definitely not as good as it was in Crash Team Racing.
You will never best me. I'm on your six.
hate Coco. The first time we've heard her voice so far in the game. And apparently that has set my phone off.
Out of my way! Take that!
Not bad that I'm in third place considering I keep hitting those blade things.
Oh, let's keep up. Are you looking at me? Who are you looking at?
The doctor is in!
Yes, I actually hit somebody.
The key to the gate has to S.
6 boosts, and I'm still only in 4th place. What the hell?
Way for Earth's finest!
Of course, as I say that, I get into 2nd.
Make way for Earth's finest! Out of my way!
Ugh. Yep, there's no way I'm gonna win now.
Don't fail me.
All the way back to 7th. Oh, no, 8th. Yeah, I might as well just not be in the race right now. Well, at least I get the good weapons to try and get myself up in the ranks, I guess.
Here you go!
Woohoo, I got it to 7th.
Make way for Earth's finest!
Really, I clawed back 1 position. Well, I have to do it again, don't I?
You now have 6 trophies. With these,
Do I?
you have earned the right to race
I didn't win.
Nash, Baron's champion.
I guess my teammate must have won.
Nash was engineered to always move. He never stops or even sleeps.
Put him up! Put him up! Is that enough? I need to get moving!
Soon, Nash. Soon.
Not soon! No!
Excellent.
Well, I actually thought I was going to have to do that race over and over, but somehow I won without coming first. It must have been the teammate.
Excellent! You win a trophy! When you enter a vortex, Sparky will ask which member of your team you want to race with. To better your chances of winning, choose the best driver for the track.
Really? You told me that now? After how many races? Well, we have to give it a go with the boss of this world, don't we? I'm fully expecting to not win. It's literally the track that we've just been on, isn't it? Yep. Well, seeing as though I don't know which teammate won, I don't know which one I'm supposed to play as. But yeah, sure, I'll be Tiny for once. Just for his dialogue, if nothing else. My god, I actually got the boost. And I'm still not in first place. What is the point in having the boost there? Oh man, come on. I was in a boost. I couldn't turn. What the hell? Well, at least this time the blade things are still, and I'm still crashing into them.
Tiny smash puny cart. Get back in there.
Four boosts and I hit the fucking wall.
Tiny, go fast. Tiny smash puny cart.
Seven boosts and I'm still nowhere near the shark. Oh, come on. which one was my worst. That first lap was clearly my worst. Sure, let's give it one more go. Oh, I was wanting to change character, wasn't I? Oh well. If I don't win with Tiny this time, I'll switch next time. Oh, come on. I hate those bombs even in the original game. Of all the things to bring into this game, why did it have to be that one? The bombs are so useless. Oh, come on!
Tiny fly! Till the cock go boom! Tiny fly!
Well, I'm actually getting close to him. That's something. Because I actually seen him lie them chaps down. I think that's the closest I'm ever gonna get to beating him this time round. Hate those spike things. Let's see, which is my worst one? It was lap 3 this time. Okay. Do you know what? I think that's gonna be it for today. Let's just get back to the World Hub thing. And yeah. Well, that was a lot of fun. It's definitely scratched an itch, shall we say. Yeah, I had a lot of fun playing that, even though it's not as good in terms of the controls. But between Crash Team Racing and this one. Even though graphically it looks much nicer because of the fact that this one's PlayStation 2. Yeah, and for some reason it did kind of bug out on me like earlier on in the live stream, but hey, it is what it is. That's because I'm emulating it. It's just so much easier to capture the gameplay though, doing it that way. Because everything's running off of one computer. Like, my stream scene that you're seeing and the game is all done by one computer. Whereas I know some people use 2 computers to do that. So, I guess I'm really lucky that mine is capable of being able to do that. Yeah, so if anybody's followed or donated or even subscribed, I don't see anything on the Streamlabs alerts. For some reason they don't seem to be working, even though when I tested them earlier they are working when I test them like that. Yeah, so still feel free to use the follow and the subscription and the donate and all that stuff. And I will of course see it afterwards. Any amount that you can donate would really be helpful. You can see there my plan is to get a second camera. That's so I can do art streams as well as this kind of stuff. Because currently what I do is I do a talk kind of show on a Saturday. That's usually with one of my friends. But for the next couple of weeks it's going to be with my sister, just because the friend that I normally do it with isn't going to be available. So rather than me just not do it for 2 weeks, my sister's going to step in. And in fact last week my boyfriend stepped in to like co-host it with me. It's very random geeky chat, and we talk a lot about disability as well. In case you weren't aware, I have cerebral palsy, so that's why I talk the way that I do, and my reaction time is a little bit slower than what it is for normal people, shall we say. Yeah, anyway, feel free to donate at any point, whether I'm live or whether you're watching the Twitch playback. I will be making a highlight on Twitch, just so when the past broadcast gets auto deleted, it's still there. And I'm also going to be putting this on YouTube. Feel free to still use the donation link or any of the social media stuff. It should be down below. But I have it on all of my social media linked everywhere to everywhere. So feel free to follow me on all of the things. If you're watching live on Twitch on a desktop, you should see big huge buttons, like click the Streamlabs one to donate, click the YouTube one to go to my YouTube. You know, you get the picture. And I hope you've had fun watching this. It was a lot of fun playing this, even though I did complain quite a lot about the really slippy controls. They only really worked for the ice levels. I guess that's because it's what you're expecting. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's live stream, and I will see you tomorrow for Tekken 5. Bye everyone.